holding us down while keeping us high. With the law of one, we reach for the sky. His arms so strong, the weight won't break. With every step, he helps us away. Move as one, moving in love. 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 Atlas eyes on the prize and it's crystal clear. Now we realize what brought us here. His heart of gold, it lights our way. He paid the toll for a brighter day. Move as one, moving in love. Move as one, moving in love. Move as one, moving in love. Move as one, moving in love.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Reach for his hands.
What's up? What's up? What's
The
up?
stars align.
How's everybody?
Time bends softly, no dividing line. Together we rise, no walls, no end. Atlas leads us where the broken mend. Move as one, moving in love, moving in love. Move as one, moving in love, moving in love. Move as one, moving in love, moving in love. Move as one, moving in
What's up?
love.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know they mad now. They mad now. They mad now.
Cause when I win, they win. That's love in the storm. I ride with my brother.
All that conjuring they were doing.
That's love. When I win, they win. That's love. When I win, they win. That's love. I ain't never tripping on shit. That's us. I ain't never tripping on shit. That's us. All of my brothers, we moving together. We moving as one. All of my brothers, we moving together. We moving as one. All of my brothers, we moving together. We moving as one. All of my brothers, we moving together. We moving as one.
And this time I ride with my brother.
Cause when I win,
When I win, they win. And this time I ride with my brother.
Cause when I win,
When I
they
win, they
win.
win.
That's
That's
love.
right. YouTube, and TikTok. YouTube, and TikTok. Right? Hasn't it been a very like this week has shown us so much? Like literally, this week alone has shown us so much, right? But if we actually go back, right, we would see that we said this all along. We literally said all of this stuff was going to happen, all of this stuff was going to play out. We said that, Maggie's being led up and set up and fed up, and now she gonna have to get up. She gonna have to get up. Hey, listen. Um, great things is happening, man. The algorithm seems to be cleaning up itself. No matter how small our collective might have been, no matter how Golden, what's going on? Mama Didi, I see you in here. What's going on with you? Love is love. Namaste. Ashe, salutations, salam, peace. Um, when you're looking at what's unfolding right now, it's quite comical, right? It's quite comical. Yes, you might not understand it all. You just might not. Yeah. No, no, no. That was just for y'all. I only eat one meal a day, and that's not going to be until like later on today. So that's for y'all. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Yeah, so when you're looking at these different things and you're watching it unfold and you're watching it happen, um, you just have to understand like what's actually before you. What's actually taking place before you is karma. And karma don't love nobody, but karma will get everybody, right? And the thing about karma is when it's your time to get karma, you seek all the sympathy because you want other people to have that sympathy for you so that way your karma won't be as no. You wanted that humiliation ritual. You want out there, you destroyed other people's names, character likenesses, and images. You went out there and you portrayed this savant that had the right to speak on other people's lives. You played the victim 17 times. We let you do an apology tour only to turn around and get slapped in the face and played on, right? So, however you want to look at this, everything that's happening is happening exactly how it's supposed to happen, right? And listen, this is so beautiful because the people who she wanted to do it, the people who she said, I wish Danny would do something. I wish she would. Danny don't want it with me. Danny can't beat me. She's not more intelligent than me. I'm so smart. My 27 years of school has allowed me to be the intelligent person that you see today, still living in my parents' house, even though my parents don't live here anymore. Right? So this is the person that you're dealing with. This is the persona that you're dealing with. Someone who is a habitual liar, because the one thing she said was, we see Maggie online all day, in the house all day, right? Now she's taking care of her mom and she's got to go to her mom's apartment and take care of her, right? Her mom had knee surgery or, water on her knees or whatever the case may be, right? Everybody's going through something in this world. Everybody's struggling in this world. To put your struggles, to put your trials and tribulations above everybody else's, it's narcissistic, right? And I might be saying that wrong, that word wrong, but y'all know what I mean, right? It's a tendency, right? To make your sorrows more than everybody else's, to put everybody's in the comment section, baby and her, not today, not today, letting her attack anybody she want to attack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where is Danny at? A mess, a mess, a mess. You know what I'm saying? Press, 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 press. You know? When you're watching it all unfold, you're watching it unfold. The wishy-washy behavior. 1 minute is, ooh, I want to be, on Danny's panel. I want to battle Danny. I want to do this, do that, right? All of this stuff, right? She's lying about the rapport that we have with each other, right? trying to make it seem like we got upstanding rapport, like me and her was just, no, we was not. You bashed my name, tarnished my character, talked about my Discord, talked about my collective, talked shit about us. Like literally every chance you got, all you did was attack people. And now you mad because what's happening to you. Everybody's got to feel bad. Everybody's got to feel sorry, right? We are supposed to boo-hoo about what's happening to you. When we told you the levels that you were causing in other people's lives, the effects that you were having in other people's lives, right? Y'all literally sat up there and tried to dox my location. Y'all literally sat up there and allowed numerous false narratives to be placed on us, right? And then you literally, I'm telling you, like, I got a 13-year-old kid that's not mine biologically, but so on and so forth. And all of that stuff, you sat there and allowed to take place on your panel and took no credit for or responsibility or accountability for nothing, right? And now everybody's supposed to jump on Danny, you're so wrong. No. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You thought that you can play that backbiting game where you secretly attack people. We can go back and listen to numerous of your lives where you said, I will strike 82. That I will do. I will strike 82. Right? You said the same thing when you said you disliked us. If he used my content, I will strike him. He tried to say that I was a sex worker at 13. I will strike him. Right? So we know that you play this weird game where you threaten people by taking their page away. We know that you play that game. Right? Just think about it. We know you play that game. So that's why we stopped using your content a long time ago, because we already knew that you was going to play that type of game. We already knew. That's why we went and deleted, as much as we can or whatever the case may be, because we knew you were going to play that game. Right? We knew the moment that you realized that the Knot was doing it, you too tried to pick up certain characteristic traits from that entity. And you started playing that backbiting game where you were saying stuff on the back end, but your face on the front end wasn't representing it, right? You were sitting there sending messages on the back end, tried to play on Instagram and send messages, try to bring your Facebook into it to send messages, right? Literally sent me a message from your mom's phone or your mom's Facebook, right? Didn't even let your mom respond to it. You in control of your mom's Facebook. And then as soon as I said something nice about your mom and said she was a great mother, you literally discontinued the Facebook. Something's not right. Something's not right. Right? And here's the thing, like, we sit and we watch and we listen to her use different people's names. She find out who your mods are, then start bashing your mods. She finds out, who's in the collective, start bashing the collective, right? They had a whole Down with Love is Love campaign over there. Y'all don't remember that? They literally blocked it out of the chat where nobody can say love is love. Think about that. And then the Knot try to steal our image and start putting that on the title of his, on the back end of his emails. He's sending emails out saying love is love in the email. Think about that. They sitting there trying to divide pieces of me to see who's going to, get my intellectual properties, character, likeness, images, so on and so forth. They sitting there trying to divide, tear us down over here as they steal different pieces of us, right? The Knot sitting over there trying to go to TikTok now and grow his TikTok page after he sat here and try to make it seem like TikTok's going down and you're over here from TikTok trying to grow your page because TikTok going down. Y'all don't remember all of that? try to secretly tear me down, but now he's over there building, you know what I'm saying? Building a TikTok page. Y'all don't find that as odd? Jaguar writes back on TikTok now. Y'all don't find that as odd, right? And they all sitting there trying to make it seem like I'm doing something. Oh, he's trying to come over here from TikTok and get his people from TikTok to come over here and blah 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 blah. Right? And now they bash these certain things that I did or do, whatever, as far as making the social media group, as far as being a social media management, as far as helping other people create link trees, backdrops, all of that stuff, right? They bashed all of this stuff, right? And now they're out there doing the same thing that they bashed, right? No, love is love. Stop saying that, da, 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 da. And now they're sitting there sending emails talking about love is love. Literally sitting there, come on, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? Make it make sense. I'm just trying to get some stuff to make sense here, because the same thing that they tore down is the same likenesses and images that they're mimicking, right? They wanted to try to take the page. That way they can, hide me. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to hide me as they perpetrate being me. Think about it. When the Knot started beefing with us, all of a sudden he became the chosen one. All of a sudden he was looking at himself, outside himself, looking at himself. Y'all don't remember that? All of a sudden he bringing along, voodoo priestesses and stuff like that, talking about something. Tell them about my energy and how I manifest things out of nothing. And what? We didn't ask you if you got that glow. Huh? I mean, you ain't changed your name to Leroy. Huh? See, my thing about this whole thing, right? My thing about this whole thing, and y'all make sure y'all hit a super chat or a super sticker or whatever, just to keep the flow going. You don't have to if you don't want to, but just to keep the flow going, because the page is monetized. So TikTok would like this. I mean, YouTube would like to see that flow of revenue. You know what I mean? My numbers went down dramatically based off of last month. I'm not mad. Maybe it's my production. We started doing stuff in real time, operating in real time, doing stuff in the physical to try to bring more people together. And this is what I'm saying. Maggie tore down everybody else's growth of their page in order to build her page, right? You stop the production of everybody else's growth. You try to make it seem like and tarnish everything everybody else was doing, right? Oh, look at him. He's doing this. He's got to go fund me. He's doing this. Put a false narrative on everything that we were doing, right? She's like partly the reason why, the collective slowed down, right? We lost people in the Discord because the constant bashing that they were doing over there, the lying and whatnots, right? All types of stuff took place that she lacks accountability for, right? And we're not mad. You know what I mean? We're not mad. The people who's going to be there is going to be there. The people who stayed is going to stay. We're not upset about people who left or so on and so forth. Appreciate the gifted membership. Love is love. Also appreciate you with the super stickers, super chats. Appreciate it. Love is love. Namaste. I want you guys to really think about it. You know what I mean? I want you guys to really think about it. What happened with the powwow get where we congratulating them on? Congrats, powwow. Congratulations, powwow. Oh, he's a member? He became a member? Got a free membership? So however you want to look at this, we're not upset about anything and how everything played out. Maybe it was supposed to play out like that. Maybe all this stuff was supposed to play out the way it played out or is playing out, right? We're not sure. We don't really. We know that we operate with pure intent and good intentions, right? We can't keep on deflecting or fighting the narrative that somebody else want to paint on us. We just got to keep on, persevering, moving forward and everything, right? Greetings to you as well. Salutations. Um, and the reality of it is, like, a lot of people are going to come against anything that they don't understand. Think about it. The world is wrapped around so many mysteries, and when people don't understand something, they either fear it or come against it. So it's understandable why so many different personas, don't want us to rise in greatness, don't want us to rise into a likeness of a magnitude of a collective, right? It's very understandable, because then they have to really look at the things that they're doing and the way that they're carrying themselves, right? And we know that they don't want to look at the way that they're carrying themselves. We know that's the one thing that we all fear the most is ourselves, right? We all don't want to deal with ourselves. We don't want to be mad at ourselves. You know what I mean? But we are our biggest critics. But see, these people don't take no reflection of their self. Their actions, they don't take no reflection of their actions. They don't go to sleep every night thinking, how can I wake up better tomorrow? If you are on TikTok, make sure y'all tap the screen, hit the heart me at the top, right here. Hit the heart me. All right. Hit the heart me, become a member, do the things that TikTok allow you to do, because that's how you grow on TikTok. You can build your page based off of tapping the screen, right? If you want to become a member, there's nine, there's nine people now. And the gift goal, the hearts, the roses, right? This the roses, sending a rose, hitting that gift goal, that helps you build your page. There's numerous ways to build on TikTok, right? One of the biggest ways to build is engagement, right? Engagement such as comments, heart me's, becoming a team member. You could do the small things. You could do the things that's free. Tapping the screen, building the page, and typing in the top comment section. That's free. Sharing the page is free. These are things that you can help do to build someone's page on TikTok. These are all the things that's free, right? Appreciate you for becoming a sub. Who was that? I see you, Carl. What's going on with you? Appreciate you becoming a sub. Um, And this is what I'm saying. Like, social media is made for a multi-platform, right? You're supposed to be advancing in this stuff, right? This is why they have OBS, Streamlabs, so on and so forth, so people can be multi-platform, right? Look at the Kai Cenats, look at the Aiden Ross. They're operating on multiple platforms, right? And these people make it seem like my operation is something like it's based off of loyalty, some type of high school ideology, right? If you hang out with the jocks, you can't hang out with the chess club. If you hang out with the chess club, you shouldn't be playing Magic the Gathering. Look, I got along with everybody. I got along with everybody in my high school. I played Dungeons the Dragon, not no video game. I'm talking about the real piece of paper, write it down with somebody making imaginable scenarios for you to get yourself through, right? I played, I'm saying, Magic the Gathering, right? And that's just a card game. So I was able to get along with a multitude of people. I played chess, you know. I was able to hang out with the intellects. I was able to be athletic and play the sports and stuff like that. So I had a multitude of different people that I can just go kick it with and hang out with. I could talk about anything, moon, stars, and quasars. You know what I'm saying? Your dirty ass car, whatever it is, right? So a lot of people don't like the fact that I know how to get along. They don't like it. And he always just getting along with anybody. People just enjoy conversating with him. He ain't shit. Like, why? How do you feel that way because I'm being me? Right? I want y'all to really think about what y'all witnessed over these last couple of months, right? We continue to be us, right? When I told everybody, look, stay out of it. Don't keep on going back and forth with them, yada, yada, yada. When they started attacking mods, I said, come on, don't give them what they want. This is what they want. They want us to fall apart. Don't do it, da, 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 right? And we stayed true to that, right? We stayed true to pushing out love. Even on the back end, you see that we still said, love is love. Go about it how you want to go about it. We sorry that you feel that way on multiple occasions, right? With Tara, right? With Melissa, right? with the knot, right? You can name the different scenarios that they kept on trying to put us in, to put falsified narratives, titles, and so on on us, right? And this is why I say, like, a lot of stuff don't make sense. And we also have a couple of events that we're putting together. We're trying to put together a Juneteenth event or around the weekend of it. It's going to be in Michigan, trying to put together a little shindig, if you would say. Can't say party no more because Diddy done messed that up for everybody. So we're trying to put together a little shindig. We don't want no shenanigans, but we hope to have fun, bonfire, so on and so forth, however you look at it. But needless to say, however we going about this, you got people that are actually growing and building, a business and a brand on here, and they're tearing down businesses, brands, and everything like that to build chaos, confusion, corruption. Like, make it make sense. How is you getting paid to for us to take care of your dog, Luther? How? You talking crap about everybody eating popcorn and we got to pay to take care of Luther? We didn't purchase Luther. You did. Why we got to pay for the dog food, the vet bill, and everything else for Luther? We got to keep on making it wane. For what? Make it make sense. No. Y'all can't come over here now and say anything, Rachel Madison. Y'all don't never try to correct Maggie when she's badging people, calling people bees, all of that stuff. I'm so sick of y'all having this pick and choose who y'all correct and who y'all allow to treat people any old type of way. No. You can't say nothing about anything that we say now, because I never seen y'all correct Maggie and say, that's wrong, Maggie. Don't do that. You shouldn't say that, Maggie. I never seen y'all do that. Y'all pacify everything that's about to happen right now, and that's why she's getting her karma. Because y'all wouldn't tell her the things that she was doing was wrong. Y'all didn't tell her to go on a false apology tour and play in everybody's face was wrong. Y'all didn't tell her to constantly put content creators against content creators was wrong. Y'all allowed this. Y'all was the enablers. My little Owl Academy. So y'all at fault for this too. Okay? Point blank. Point blank, period. Y'all are at fault for this too. Okay? Now, granted, Maddie is she should take accountability for her own antics, right? Especially since I'm a content creator. This is what I'm supposed to do. Whatever. Right? So y'all, the fact that they go around and they try to make everybody else and hold everybody else to some standard, some type of, you don't say nothing to Maggie because she's having a bad day and now's not the time. Well, tell Maggie to get off live then. If now's not the time because Maggie's taking care of her mom, then Maggie shouldn't be sitting there online. Y'all keep on allowing her to do this weird energy grifting, siphoning money, all this weird stuff, and then y'all try to blame it on everybody else for coming in her live. All we went in there and said yesterday what happened now, right? And then all of a sudden everybody starts saying, he said you deserve it. He said you deserve it. He said you deserve it. What? And then as soon as I go to say something and speak back, don't make this about you. Don't make this about what? All I said was, what happened now? And then y'all started attacking me. And then when I want to go defend myself, y'all played victim and were like, don't make it about you. And then when AT2 came in there, she was like, AT2, did you hear? Ralph said that I deserve this. What? How are you not paying attention to the stuff that you're doing, but still doing it? And everybody else is at fault? And as soon as I say, listen, Maggie, stop, repeating the lies about me. Stop spreading the lies, right? As soon as I say that, then it's all then all of a sudden it's Maggie's not doing it. The chat is doing it. So don't take it out on Maggie. Maggie is the one repeating the stuff out of the chat. She can choose to not repeat certain things that the chat is saying. She's repeating it to try to create a narrative and to assassinate other people's character. This all she does. She's on here as a character assassinator. She probably worked for the jujitsuists. I'm telling you. She really do probably work. She probably come from a bloodline of jujitsuists. Go look it up. That's why I say, like, me personally, like, I observe it, I see it, and I stay away from it. You know what I mean? She's an identity thief. I know an identity thief when I see an identity thief. You know, she's going to take your likeness and image and deny you of your likeness and image. You see how fast she took Sandra's story and made it a story, a part of her life. You see how fast she did that? Sandra came up and said she had, strokes and she can't read, so on and so forth. She didn't even wait 3 hours. She didn't even wait 3 hours. She waited about 2 hours, went live, and was like, my dad had 3 strokes, and they're trying to find him in the hospice. Nobody even knew nothing about her dad being in the hospice. She's like, my dad is in the hospice, and they're trying to tell my dad about all the stuff that I've been doing. And my dad already had 3 strokes, and he can't read, and he can't write nothing no more. And he's in the hospice. And then yesterday, you see her dad visiting. What? Come on, y'all think this person not playing in our face? Yo, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all are tripping if this person is not playing in our face. He said, she said 2 days ago when she did a live with Lady T, she was like, Lady T, I don't know how to cook. Lady T, I'll burn this house down, boiling water. I can't cook nothing. My mom and them dropped food off to me, and so on and so forth. And now, all of a sudden, yesterday, she's the caregiver for the whole household, taking care of everybody, cooking and cleaning. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Please make it make sense. How one day you say that you don't cook. I literally tell you that it seems like your mom and her sister dropped food off for you because you don't seem like you cook in the house. And you was like, yes. How did you know that? That is exactly right. I don't know how you know that, right? And then the very next day after that, you cook, clean, and take care of everybody in the house. What? What? Come on, man. They don't make sense. It don't make sense. The fact that you born on April 20th, the fact that you're literally born on the cusp of an Aries and a Taurus, which is literally your crown chakra, which is your brain, thinking, and your throat chakra, right? It's literally the raw head of the body. You are born on the cusp of 2 powerful zodiac signs. And dumb as hell. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. You got the energies of Taurus and Aries running through your vessel, and you can't think worth a lick. You got snatched up in your kitchen by a cult. Make it make sense. How are you in the kitchen cult? How is you part of the KKK? How you part of the Kitchen Coat clan? Come on. Come on. You part of the Kitchen Coat clan. The KKK. It's the new KKKs. Hmm? Hmm? New Wall Street. Black Wall Street. Now, see, I want y'all to make this make sense. I never felt like it made sense that a Canadian was so involved in America hip hop, right? I never understood why a Canadian was so involved in America hip hop, huh? She ain't never run through the city with her woes. She ain't never do that, huh? You know how that shit go. She ain't never run through the city with her woes, huh? You're cheesing, fam. You're cheesing, fam. Right? We never heard her say no Canadian lingo. That means she ain't got no Canadian friends. Huh? I want y'all to think about that. She ain't got no Canadian friends. And do you know why? Do you know why she don't have no Canadian friends? Huh? Because she's too busy trying to make it win, make it win. Huh? She asked for all the smoke. Hi, Golden. I see you in the comment section. Do you want to come up? I see you, Golden, in the comment section. Do you want to come up? I'll drop the link if you want to come up. Hmm? I see you in the comment section. Do you want to come up? That's not true. Everyone's birthdays are all off 28 days, 13 months. Your zodiac is off. Larry Ray, it is true because if you go back to what Plato wrote about Poseidon, right? And he was telling you about the 5 twins of Poseidon. One of the twins was called Atlas, right? He was talking about the 2 zodiac energies that are put into that, of which is your Atlas, which is your head, right? Your world, your globe, your dome, right? So when you got Aries and Taurus is the beginning. It is the start. If you look at your 13-month calendar, it actually starts in April when spring starts. So it is the beginning of. So whatever you're thinking of and whatever you just try to put out there is falsified. I'm talking about the 13th zodiac, which is Eucharist Christus, or whatever you want to call it, right? It's considered the 13th zodiac because it's the 13 that put the other 12 together, just like Christ, right? So if you really want to come in here and say some knowledgeable stuff, please know the facts of what it is that you're talking about before you try to blatantly try to speak about the mystery 13, right? If you don't really know the story about the Mystery 13 and the 13-month calendar and how Aries and the first month of April is considered to be the beginning of the year, right? That's why it's called April Fool's Day, right? Because anyone who still believed that it was the beginning of the year was perceived to be a fool, right? According to the Gregorian calendar that came out afterwards, right? So yeah, before you come in here and act like you dropping some stuff, right? Pick it back up and realize the space that you're in. Appreciate it. All right. Now, Aries and Taurus is the head. It is a representation of the Ra head, the Godhead. Goes way back past Egypt and all of that. 40-year mystery schools of it. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Right? That's why Christ was considered to be the seed, the 13th, the one that put the 12 together inside the vessel of mankind. Right? All right. I'm glad we got that all figured out. Now back to what we was talking about. Yeah, and the reason why I say that because I my birthday is 420. I had to look all of this stuff up. I had to study like the energies that was in my waters, my life waters, right? A lot of people don't study their stardust. A lot of people don't got the history of their acoustic records. You know what I mean? You got to have a study of oneself in order to understand these different, salts and different minerals and stuff that are inside the vessel, or what is considered to be the ointment or the secret of the body, right? But I don't get into all of that stuff because, like I said, you know, everybody is going to have their own opinion about whatever it is that they have their opinion about, right? I took the time to learn, the studied the Zachariah stitchings, understood the, universe connecting to our brain and our body being connected to the earth, the duality of all of this. I took the time to understand all of that, to learn all of that, right? So I don't sit there and try to play with the knowledge that is given, right? I'm not sitting there trying to keep people in a conundrum of, my feelings and emotions because I want to feel like I'm right. Anything that I say, I can go look up and show you accurate documents that goes all the way back to the Egyptian schools. If you look up Plato's, because that's who gave us the story of Atlantis, right? If you look up Plato's, you'll find out that it was a story based off of the universe and it was passed on, right? So this story that we're in right now, this Aquarius sky, so on and so forth, is something that's been passed on greatly through generations. And we changed it and altered it based off of, society at the time, whether we went through, because we went through some stages, Homo erectus, Homo sapien, Homo sapioid, Neanderthal. A lot of people don't even know the original term for hermaphrodite actually comes from Hermes and Aphrodite's union, right? A lot of people don't even know that the term hermaphrodite goes all the way back to the Greek. It goes back to Hermes and Aphrodite, and that's where hermaphrodite comes from. The union that was placed between them two because it was energies that was inside the vessel. But a lot of people don't know that, right? They think it's because you got two man. Come on, look some stuff up, learn some stuff. Golden, what's going on with you?
What's up, Ralph? How you doing? Hey, Atlas fam, love is love.
I'm great, always great, always great. So what do you think about yesterday's escapades, with her? I mean, she was on you. She was like, "You better answer me right now, Golden. You'll lose your pitch tonight."
Cha. I mean, I don't mean to say that. That's what I'll be saying. Yeah, yeah, she was going in. I was like, all right, no problem. I already knew that was gonna happen, but hey, it's cool.
She blocked me, so she said, well, she
Oh, she
blocked my
blocked you
comments
after
yesterday.
y'all went
Yeah, as
over there.
soon as I said wow, and I was like, dang, because I was gonna ask, like, so because someone's attacking your page, you now have to, we gotta, you know, you gotta take it out on us, because she started taking it out on me. Then when you came in there, she started taking it out on you. So I'm, in my mind, I'm thinking, damn, this is some real hurt people stuff. Like, this is real victimizing right here. Like, you're trying to take Golden's page because somebody attacked your page when everybody told you to leave the damn person alone. That she don't want it with me. She don't. I wish she would. I wish Danny would. This is what happens when you wish upon a star. You find out who you are.
She tried to call her bluff, and I guess that just didn't work out too good for
Hey,
her.
that's what I told them when Murph did it. Everybody's not playing. Everybody's not for play. You know what I'm saying? You know, you watch Friday. You see, she's seen the movie Friday. Banked, if she banked it off of the movie Friday, then she had to know everybody wasn't for play. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when you run into the big worms or shit. You know what I mean? You got to know when you run into
Big
the big
worm.
worms. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to know when you run into the big worms. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
said he had it on when he seen them. Name one person in the hood that play like that. You know what I'm saying? We told you. We told you. I don't know why you went around there messing with them. You know?
She don't know the culture. She want to be part of it so bad, but she don't get it.
Yeah. He don't come over here talking about something. My dad wanted me to ask for my bike back. The beach cruiser. The one I let you borrow last week.
The beach cruiser.
Danny done hit her so tough. That's my bike. You know what I'm saying? Danny done hit her so hard, she done loosened up her mama knees.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was love. That was love. Hey,
I'll be
Danny done
rocking with
hit her
rolling
so
with you
hard,
call
done buckled her mama knees. Damn.
I'll be
Ain't
rolling with
nothing.
you calling the dog Luther. Save Luther.
Luther need help over there. Oh, Lucky. Lucky over there
Lucky.
struggling. Lucky going through
He's so cute. Poor thing.
it. She gonna be mad at us, but so what? She already mad at us. She mad at us for no reason. And like she mad at us because we ended up being born in America. We didn't ask your ass to be uh, uh French, Congo, and everything else that you is, Canadian, German, all of them other things. Huh? If you want to be in America, you could be an American. All you gotta do is just get your green card. Come over here with a visa. Hmm? Go back to school, become a transfer student. Hmm? Hmm? For real, you gotta come over here as a transfer student or something. I don't know what to tell you. You want to be in America so bad. She want to be in America so bad. Drake just got caught with another 16-year-old. Why the hell she's not covering that? That's a Canadian rapper. You in
Twin
the hip
flame.
hop industry so damn bad. Why you not covering that Drake story? He just got caught with another underage girl. What's going on? Huh?
Mm.
She don't even know Tory Lane's name. She called him Tory Lannis. Come on. She supposed to be so in tune. This the person we going to for our hip hop updates? Ain't no way. Huh?
She be getting all the songs and the artists confused. She did it
She
last
got
night.
everything wrong. She couldn't
People
even
was
say
like, "No,
Whitney
that's a Doja
Houston.
Cat song."
She called her Whitney Houston. I said, ain't no way we about to sit here and let her tell us about the history of hip hop, and she can't even say Whitney Houston. Hell nah. Yeah, Whitney Houston. Who the hell is Whitney Houston? That's why I refuse to get Luther name right, because you was not about to just fuck up everybody's name and tell us to know your dog name. Hell no. Luther
Especially
Lex.
not our legends. Like, come on, bro.
Nah, she talking about Whitney Houston. Nah, you did that on purpose. You know damn well it's a whole H in there. You cannot just leave that letter silent. You know what I'm saying? Like Whitney Houston. Nah, you can't. It is my accent. Nah, fuck no. Fuck nah, we don't believe you. Mm-mm. You playing games now. You just playing in our face. It is Whitney Houston. Tory Lannis. Like, come on. Ain't no way. You was not about to just make up and rewrite the whole history of hip hop. You can't tell us about Foxy Brown, the Ill Nana. Nah, we don't want to talk to you. No, we don't want to talk to you. You don't even know the Tootsie Roll. Yeah. You don't even know the Tootsie Roll. Your ass still doing the butterfly. We told you it ain't the butterfly, it's the Tootsie Roll, a brand new dancer. So grab your partner and get on the dance floor and work them hips a little bit. You don't even know about the 69 boys. Can't talk to you about no damn hip hop. How are we getting our hip hop history from somebody that can't hip or hop? Huh?
Mm.
Make it make sense. I refuse. I refuse to take the hip hop history from the Canadian that sit there and eat popcorn. And listen to me. Listen to me, Golden. Listen to me.
Mhm.
I want to go back, right? You remember when Maggie was trying to say stuff about me and you were on the panel and she was saying he went and found my old page and he's talking about me, talking about the movie Black Panther. You remember that, right?
Mhm.
Kind of vaguely.
Vaguely.
Okay. Now, the reason why I pointed this out, this is what she said. She said that Killmonger, right? Killmonger got his anger, right? Because he lived in America. Now listen to me.
Ay,
Do
ay,
you
ay.
do you know how much disdainment you gotta have to put that level of justification in your head? A movie, a movie, right?
Mhm.
And she placed that on. She said, and I quote, she said that black people like whoopings. Then what she said black people like whooping. She said like the scene from Friday when Craig and Smokey finally got the dude that was knocking down the trash cans and he whooped him. He said that she said we do that shit for fun to each other. Golden, have you ever went and got a Switch for fun?
Heck no.
Golden, have you ever played the belt game?
No.
Now, one more question. Have you ever played the hide the belt game?
Yes.
Okay, that's a black household. We
Each and
gonna
every
hide the
one of them.
spoon, the belt, and whatever other utensil that we might catch an ass whooping with. That's what we gonna hide. But we ain't never play no whoop each other games. None of that. I want to ass whooping games. None of that. If you catch me, you can whoop me games. We might have played catch a girl, freak a girl, but we ain't never played catch a girl, whoop a girl. We ain't never do none of that stuff. But here we are listening to this Canadian that knows nothing about America, black life, ghetto, cooking with Lar, cooking outside, going to the gym. She know nothing about our struggles, but she's telling a story about black America. How is that? Somebody make this make sense to me. Did she get to rewrite our history, but we lived it? She ain't go through no struggles. She been in the same house her whole life on the same mattress. Think about that. It ain't a grown person on YouTube that can say they had it like that. Huh? None of us. 14 years in the same room, you just in the same house, same messed up kitchen, ain't got a care in the world, not nothing to worry about. Your mom in another apartment, nobody even comes to your house to check on you. You got a whole three floor place to yourself. Ain't none of it clean. Old family house. Her bills are paid. Why y'all making it seem like Maggie's struggling, taking care of so much? She's lying to y'all. Somebody that's doing as much as she doing would never have that much time to drink that much Jack Daniels. No. Think about that. She drinking in the morning time. Huh? The moment she wake up and put on her makeup, she's drinking. Golden, you better get your ass back here. Don't be trying to disappear without saying bye or nothing. That's messed up. You know what? Never mind. Don't come back. Now, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. Just gonna drop out the box without saying nothing. Rude. Rude. Could you say rude? And she sit over there and try to do this whole, you know, how could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. We told your ass, man. You should have been listening. You should have went back and listened to like R. Kelly or something, man. Like you really should have went back and listened to some of our black artists from the 90s and stuff like that. Then you could have understood the type of woman that you were dealing with, that you were fucking with. You know what I'm saying? You should have went back and listened to, you know what I'm saying, some of our artists that cried about some loves that was lost and messing with the wrong woman and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Maybe Jeremiah or Jaheim or, you know what I'm saying, somebody that, you know what I'm saying? I'd say R. Kelly because R. Kelly told you when a woman's fed up, no matter how you beg, it ain't nothing you can do about it. Huh? And that's what happened, man. Danny got fed up. You know what I'm saying? It's like running out of love, and it's too late to talk about it. Huh? Oh, she got to reset her router because she got that McDonald's Wi-Fi. I told her to get the premium package. I said, don't go for the 65 a month, right? You're gonna have to go with the 91 a month due to all the traffic that's in the area. Probably gonna run you about a good 103 a month for the internet. But she just wanted, you know what I'm saying? She just wanted to go with the cheap package. A lot of people just think they can just pay the 65 and they can't, and they can't. You got to go, always go with the you always go with the gold, you know. The world receives what you resonate and then recreates. Exactly. This is why I say whatever is happening on the outside of us is a um it's, you could say it's a um spiritual expression, right? Your emotions that you go through is your spiritual expression. So we're all going through a fight within the spirit, right? But how we perceive it with our emotions is the expression of that spiritual fight. So a lot of people are going through a struggle, are going through a fight, you know. um they're going through a struggle, they're going through a fight, they're going through mishaps within inside themselves, and the expression of it is creating these different entities outside of themselves. So when someone comes to you with a situation or however it works, these people are coming to you because they're drawn to you because your expression or whatever spiritual battle you're going through. A lot of people say, why do I keep finding deadbeat uh counterparts, right? It's because you're fixated on not finding a deadbeat counterpart, right? So when you fixate on not finding the deadbeat, you're going to run into the deadbeat, right? It's like once you stop putting that in your mindset, like, okay, let's take racism for instance, right? The reason why you see it so much is because so many people point it out, right? And in order to get rid of prejudice, right, we have to stop talking about it, stop pointing it out, right? Realize that people are people. People do messed up things, whether they white, black, or indifference, right? Whatever the case may be, right? But you keep on trying to put titles to things, keep on trying to say it's because of this, it's because of that, right? But once I stopped once I stopped speaking about it, I also stopped seeing it, right? And I'm not saying it don't exist. I'm just saying I don't put myself in any type of areas of it because I'm not going to look for it. I'm not going to search for it. That's why I say you got to be careful what you ask God for. A lot of y'all ask God for courage. And then when God put you in a situation where you got to be brave, you talking about why me? Huh? A lot of y'all ask God for patience and then end up in the soup line and talking about why me. This is the best place to be patient. That's why good times, hanging in the child line. You know what I'm saying? Ain't we lucky we got them? You know what I mean? But a lot of y'all won't realize the essence of the gratitude of just being able to do something because we done took life for granted. You know what I'm saying? We took life for granted. We're not really, y'all ain't living. Y'all ain't living. Golden, what's going on with you?
Hey, I'm back. My bad. My router restarted. It dropped down, kicked me out. I had to come back in. I
Yeah, that
apologize.
happens
Well,
sometimes.
you said
Happens.
don't say that. So sorry. Ah, there mind. I'm muting.
Yeah, so that's why I say, like, I want y'all to perceive this in the ideal image of what it is, right? Instead of perceiving it in the ideal image of what you think it should be. Because that's why I keep on telling people go look at the universal laws, go look at the laws of the cosmos. Number 3 and 4 is very important, right? 3 says that what you feel is what you see, right? That's what 3 is. 3 says what you feel is what you see. So a lot of people are seeing through feelings and emotions, right? And then 4 says what you focus on is what you get. So why is people focusing on problems and then wondering why problems keep coming? Why people focus on trauma and then wonder why trauma keep coming? If what you focus on is what you get, why is people focusing on negative and then mad that they're getting negative? Can somebody help me understand this? Because this is what I'm trying to figure out is Maggie sits there and complain about her life, but your life is based off of the trauma bonding that you do on a daily basis. So, in order for you to keep your page, these are the things that have to happen to you in order for you to keep your page. You have to keep on finding things to bond and trauma because that's what you build your group around. You're around a group, and the collective that you build are enablers based off of the lack of accountability that all of them are taking. So they're getting behind you because you are the image of what it is that they lack the accountability of. They like the way that you go about yourself with your just wild feelings and emotions, all of that stuff, accusing this person, ridiculing that person, talking shit. They like that, right? So they got to keep you doing that. They got to keep you in that. That's why they push other people away from your page, right? When someone comes and tells you something logical, when someone tells you something that makes sense, when someone tells you something that has wisdom or granite of notion to it, right? Your whole chat makes you ignore them, right? We told you that the knot was playing you in your face and using your page. That's why he sent the money on the page so people can see that he was sending money, supporting the page. You still fell for it. We told you in real time as he was doing it, what he was doing, and you still fell for it, right? And then Lady Letitia pops up and she's like, oh, the knot came over and he gave me some memberships. He's really a good guy. What? Because somebody gifted you memberships, they're a good guy? Make that make sense. You guys have no type of judgment of character, but y'all keep on slandering and tearing down the wrong people. But y'all keep on praising these people that are really narcissistic and animalistic, right? Jaguar Wright eating with her hands, talking about farting on people's neck. Y'all praised her, right? Big Meat, she's sitting there telling you that a woman shouldn't even talk when a man is talking. Y'all praise him. Stone Paxton sitting there, guap 3000 on Big Meats, while y'all still praising them. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Huh? Using Angie Stone in order to build content on the internet, using Angie Stone's investigation, using Angie Stone's death to make themselves relevant again. Make it make sense. Why is celebrities trying to get out here and take the smart? Like, think about it. You got Ray J, Soldier Boy, all these people trying to, because it's a governing system. They don't want the younger, they don't want us to come up, the nobodies to come up on this. They don't want us to come up on streaming and build off of streaming. That's why they popping into it now. They already got the money and stuff like that to sit there and just put their all, get the biggest stream and all of that stuff. They already got the money to do that. They stopping us from getting better. They stopping us from coming up. We tell you, it's nothing that's going to be built from the top. They're not throwing no rope to us. They're not trying to help us. They're not trying to help us get out of this. They're keeping us in it, because that's what they benefit from us. They benefit from us being in poverty. They benefit from us being divided. They benefit from us being separated. They don't benefit if we unite. They don't benefit if we put away our differences. They don't benefit if we stop looking at each other with color and racism and who lives on this block and who mom is this and who last name is that. They don't benefit. They benefit with our dividing, our division, our separation. That's why they're going to come against something like love is love. That's why they're going to come against something that accept everything. Oh yeah, these people will lie to you and say, look at the knot. The knot only accept white money. That's it. All the white people, he tear them down. You see how he talked about the white creator, the white content creator that did the interview about him getting hit by Gene Deal, right? You see how he talked about this is a white content creator trying to steal our da-da-da-da-da. Listen to his words. Listen to him so you can know what type of person you're dealing with, and then have proper discernment. You ain't even got to take my word for it. You go listen to him for yourself and then put the proper discernment there. Y'all are taking a lot of stuff out of the equation because y'all lack accountability for yourself. Y'all know y'all supposed to be down here putting yourself around the right people, and y'all keep putting yourself and praising the wrong people, and y'all shunning the right people, and then y'all making it seem like it's okay that y'all did that and build a whole society like that. This is not a good society that we live in because nobody's actually doing what's right. Y'all sitting there telling people, hey, don't say nothing. Don't stand up against bullies. Let the bully keep bullying. Y'all let people keep getting picked on. Don't have integrity. Don't even say nothing. Ignore it. Because that's what y'all wanted to see in the world. And now you running around the world where everybody just ignoring the shit that's happening. Nobody speaking about it. Nobody standing up to it. Because that's the world y'all wanted to live in. A world full of secrecy, where everybody got bad intentions and doing all of this sneaky stuff behind people's back and nobody want to be real. And then the real people getting taken advantage of. The ones who really being honest, the ones who really being true, we the ones getting taken advantage of. The ones who really being transparent. All y'all talking about something. I want to treat people how you supposed to treat people how you want to be treated. Da 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 da. Why so many nasty people in the world then? If everybody was treating people how they wanted to be treated, you wouldn't have so much nasty shit in the world. So obviously that's a lie. That's a lie. So y'all literally telling yourself y'all treat people how y'all want to treat people, right? And nobody better not disrespect y'all. That's what y'all really going around saying. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna say what I want, and I don't care who feel about it. But nobody better not say nothing to me. That's how all y'all running around. That girl try to
Excellent
make
point.
that girl try to make you grovel at her feet. Golden, if you want your page, you better say something now. Beg me.
Child, she put 60 seconds on my life.
She was and really put the
Oh,
timer up too. Like, you
yeah,
better respond now. And
right now.
she was like, you know what? I seen you didn't respond. I'm gonna give you another 30 seconds to respond, and you better say something. And then she was like, it's crazy because she's like, okay, since you didn't respond, I'm gonna take that as an answer. Like, yo, you're already making it up as you go along, so you might as well continue making it up. And that is
Oh, you
terrible
cannot
work.
make this stuff up. You cannot make it up.
He said, oh, Golden, you think I deserve it? You said it's my karma? Oh, okay. So how about I strike your page, Golden? And I
Like
will
nobody
do it.
else in the chat was saying that was her karma. But
Yeah.
but when I say it, it's like you got 60 seconds till I take your life.
Do I make your life a living
Oh,
hell? And I'm going to take both the pages and your mama's page too.
and your
Like,
little
yo,
dog.
right. Who does that? Who does that? And I would have got away with it if it wasn't for that pesky crew and that pup named Scooby Doo. Like, yo, she is a ultimate villain. Do you hear me? When you
Ooh,
take the
I think
mask
I should
off, you
watch.
find out it was Maggie. And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for, I'm trying to tell you, this is a Scooby Doo adventure, and y'all and people try to say Maggie's so sweet and she wasn't the bully and she wasn't this. You can hear it in her. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it in everything that she does. You sat there, you got mad at Danny. You can't take it out on Danny, so now you're gonna take it out on Golden. Make it make sense. And what is her real problem with you, Golden? Like, what is going on? What did y'all do over there? Why is she so upset with you? She beefing with you like you took her high school sweetheart.
Um,
Did
you
you
would think
did you
so,
take her
right?
high school sweetheart?
I've never been to Canada.
Maggie never been to Canada either. It's okay.
I went to
See,
high school in Jersey. I don't know.
Ma-
But I don't really
Maggie's from
know.
Chicago.
Chicago. She from the shy. Yeah, okay.
Maggie live in a brownstone in Chicago.
She wouldn't last 1 minute in the shy. Mm, 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 mm.
She
I
live on the
really have no
outskirts of
idea about.
Illinois.
I really have no idea.
You say what?
I really have no idea why she don't like me.
Did Murph give you a compliment or anything? Did Murph tell you that you were beautiful or anything like that?
No, like I remember it was one time I was on the panel and he came up there and he was just, I mean, he gave a compliment. It wasn't flirting like that or nothing like that. He was just like, golden is golden. That's all he said.
Oh,
I
okay,
was like,
okay.
okay, girl.
Dan, you know what? As I sit on this panel with you, I can't help but realize, damn, man, you could take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl. Um, you was ghetto.
I'm ghetto.
No, I hear it. I hear. Okay, so like before you said something, you did this. You was um, like yeah. That's the beginning of ghettocation. Yeah, I went to that school, and
I'm drinking
that's one
coffee.
of them things. That and then you probably do the scratching your throat thing, like
Nah,
um, you probably come with that too. Cocoa butter and motion oil. Yeah. Probably smell something around that. Maybe with a little bit of strawberry body spray. Maybe
oh my
cotton
god,
candy. Um, yeah, you ghetto. You is ghetto. You is ghetto. I smell it. I smell the ghetto all over you. See, I'm telling you, I smell it. I smells it. Um, that probably what she don't like. You know what I'm saying? She probably don't like the fact that you ghetto.
that I got swag.
Yeah, but still know how to
Yeah,
carry yourself. You know what I mean? She want to be ghetto, but still know how to carry herself. But it just come off like a Karen. You know what I mean?
you
It's
got to be
different.
multifaceted.
Yeah, she ain't got it.
I think that's
Mm.
what she also be saying about you too, like, and others. It's just like we're multifaceted people. We could talk like this in one sense, but then we can sit up here and read Shakespeare and poetry in the next.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like she trying to pick up, but you know how like you got those people that's from the hood that can blend in everywhere else, and then you got the
Mhm.
people that's everywhere else that can't blend in the hood. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like she can't blend in the hood. They that like automatically something ain't right. You know what I mean? Because she don't have that street awareness. She don't have that street lingo. Everything we say goes over her head. You know what I mean? Like even when Danny said that, Wolf Coochie a hump a hole in the wall, she made herself that hole in the wall. Like what who does that? Not nobody in their right mind is gonna make theyself a hole in the wall. First of all, you can't never call me a wall, period, right? Let alone say I'm the hole in the wall. Like she really, how dare her call me a hole in the wall? What what? Yeah, so that's why I say like a lot of stuff she won't pick up on. A lot of the talk she won't pick up on. See, and here's the thing. um Maddie will do a live about this and she'll try to be like, they're trying to talk about me because I'm not ghetto. No, we're not trying to talk about you because you're not ghetto. We're talking about you because you're trying to be so
Hmm.
and you're not, right? You ain't got no Canadian lingo to you, but you live in Canada, right? You're using all of these hip hop phrases and stuff like that that's of America, but you can't tell me about Family Matters. You can't tell me about Full House, right? You don't know about Our Growing Pains. You can't tell me Charles in Charge. You ain't doing shit step by step. We ain't never gonna find out who's the boss. And we ain't never gonna go to a place where everybody knows your name. Cheers.
She just hasn't learned the facts of life.
Exactly. So when you sitting here and you trying to mimic American history and be so much, you don't even know about our sitcoms. Huh? So sitcom.
You think she
And
watched
wait,
Degrassi?
you think what?
You think she watched Degrassi?
Hell nah. She probably watched Harry and the Hendersons. Yeah, she probably watched Harry and the Hendersons back in the day.
But is Degrassi that's not a US based show, is it? I thought that was a
Nah,
Canadian
the
show.
Grassy is based off of oh boy, Drake
Drake was
had
on there.
something. Yeah, that was the when he was in the wheelchair back in the day. Ain't no telling what type of shows she watched. She don't even strike me as a Spice Girl, fan. Like you don't know nothing about her. You don't know what type of music her John. You don't know nothing about her. We know she got a messed up kitchen, a dog named Luther, and don't clean up nothing. That's about it. All the time she been on here, we don't know nothing. She don't cook, she don't clean, she don't go out. She ain't never go to a party. You ain't never see her at an event. She ain't never buy a ticket to a concert. None of that. Here, Jack Daniels water. Jack Daniels water. That's it. 14 hours. Jack Daniels water. She got 13 lives scheduled a day. Jack Daniels water, and she cry on all of them. Making way, making way. If you guys want to keep on seeing me on YouTube, you got to keep on making the way. Send that money too, because after the what? If not, I go have to go to job. And I don't want to do that. But this is my job right now. Playing in black people's faces. I like doing this. Get your ass out of here. Who? Somebody else. There's other people. Y'all better stop being. Y'all better stop being afraid of magic, huh? If y'all got to, y'all better stop. Y'all need to stop being afraid of magic. Stand up to magic. All right. Yeah, stand up to magic like me and Golden. Okay. We stood up. Well, I stood up to Jaguar. Golden kind of got punked by Jaguar, but I stood up to Jaguar. Okay, me and Mama D stood up to Jaguar. Okay, Golden got punked by Jaguar, but me and Mama D, yeah, we was going in. You know what I'm
Y'all was
saying?
coming
But
with the
Golden,
heat.
huh?
Y'all was coming with the heat.
Yeah, we was going in. I heard Mama D in the background like, Jaguar, don't you try to. I don't fear nothing but God. You better go ahead with that shit. Yeah, we was going in. You was like, I accept whatever you guys have for me.
I said yes, ma'am.
And me and Mama D going off like, we ain't taking that. We is not going for this shit. You better watch how you talk to us. Talk to us nice. Don't talk to us like that. Golden like, I'll take whatever. It's okay. I'll take it. Mama D in the background like, move over. Let me say something. Mom, I got this. It's okay, Mom. It's okay.
Yeah. True. Yep.
Terrible. We all trying to figure it out. And Maggie over there trying to play some type of, how could this happen to me easily, Maggie? You started this barbecue stuff, remember? You wanted to base us off of Friday. Well, this is what happens on Fridays. You want to base our whole existence off of movies and shit. You want to you told us you was French. Come on. You told us you was French. You know what that means? That you don't like us. You know that you don't like us. We know it. In every movie.
Well, the history sometimes,
What do we? Well, you want to go back to the history of the Statue of Liberty?
Let's do it.
I mean, because initially the Statue of Liberty was a gift given to us from Paris because of after the beef. You know what I'm saying? They gave us that Statue of Liberty. Because we won out. That's why they don't like us. They don't like us because we liberated ourselves. It was depicted as a black woman because but they got to make it in the image or the idea of what they wanted to, and that's okay. Why you think Nas said they were surprised to see mountains with black faces? Shot if they knows to expose what basically still goes on today. You see if the truth be told, the youth can grow. They learn to survive and end up change. Y'all know what he said. Y'all know what he said. He said, read more, learn more, change the globe. Okay? Read more, learn more, change the globe. That's it. So knowledge is power. Knowledge is key. And the more knowledge we put in our kingdom of heaven, The more we'll see things come out and see things change. But you got to be able to you got to be willing to seek all the knowledge for the kingdom of heaven, and the kingdom of heaven is inside of you. When you know that, you'll realize that we're supposed to be forever learners. I never really understood, like back in the day, like in the 90s movies, some of the early 2000 movies, like every family household, the mom and dad would, you'll see one of them reading a book or one of them looking at a magazine at the end of the night before they close their eyes. I never really
Yeah.
understood why people did that. People say, oh, it's because it's to wind your brain down. No, it's to put yourself at an easier place, like a dream state. When you read a book, you're going into the dream state of the book. Sometimes you read the book, and when you go to sleep, you're dreaming of the things that you read in that book, right?
Mhm.
It's to take you out of this reality so you're not going to sleep with worry and doubt. And a lot of y'all go to sleep with fear, worry, stress, right?
Mhm.
Some of y'all need to do a couple of woo size meditations before y'all go to sleep. Look, y'all dreams are messed up, and your messed up dreams is altering our reality. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. So this is why the Bible tell you that your dreams are God's interpretations, right? Because you're not dreaming about yourself in the dream, you're dreaming about collective, you're dreaming about other people. You seen people in your dreams that you didn't see in your real life until years later. You
Mhm.
didn't even remember that you seen them in the dream, because within a 30-second span you probably can have 100 dreams, because the time is different in the dream state. So you probably having 2,000 dreams every night. That's why you only remember like the last one or a couple. It's hard for some of us to stay concentrated on dreams. Like I had times where I woke up out of a dream and then went back to sleep and ended up in the same dream.
Mhm.
But however you looking at this, we are altering reality and basically pulling our dreams into this reality. This is why they told you to be afraid of the dream walker, be afraid of the daydreamer, be afraid to dream, because this is, you know what I mean? Because you're dreaming a better day, and then that reality is coming true when you dream a better day. A lot of y'all stop dreaming a better day.
Yeah.
Why? Think about how many people in this world don't have dreams no more.
Mm. You're
You're
right.
right about that.
You're right. You're right.
We used to have dreams all the time.
All the time. You're right.
Why we don't got dreams no more? I used to dream that I'm falling and I never hit the floor.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like those dreams.
I used to dream that all my hits don't hurt.
Mhm.
Well, yeah.
I used to be punching on people. Ain't nothing hurt in my dream. I'm like, damn, do I really punch like this in real life? Am I hitting pillows? Why don't we don't dream anymore?
We don't dream no more. You're right.
I'm
That's a
I'm
problem.
serious. Like something is off. Like something is off. That means that means there's not enough people in the collective that believe anymore. There's not
You're
enough
right.
people that believe in the goodness of there's not enough people that believe something good can come out of this world anymore.
Mhm.
That's what that means.
They say that based on, like the medical, and if you choose to believe in all of that, you know, that the dreams happen in the REM stage, right? And a lot of interruptions when it comes to dreams can be due to like factors like, you know, screens, alarms, sleep disorders, and stuff like that, and also,
Traumas,
substances.
white noises, so on and
Mhm.
so forth.
A lot
Right.
of
But
people, like I know I do. I sleep with the television on. Like I feel like I have to hear noise when I go to sleep, but that actually will interrupt and interfere with your REM sleep.
because
So,
it's not allowing your body to truly rest due to the fact that your ears are still taking in the sounds from the television or the fan or whatever it is that you have on. Your
mhm,
a true rest is to plug your ears and completely cover your eyes in triple black darkness in order to truly rest. But due to the fact that we have fear in this world, no one feel comfortable leaving their vessel vulnerable like that. unless you're locking yourself in a room with, you know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah.
Because listen, you hear a noise, you know you got to watch the house, you know you got to listen for the sound of noise in the house, you know what I mean? Like I know all the sounds of my house within the first 2 days of moving in. I know all the sounds of my house, and that's how, you know what I mean? When you go to sleep, I know the creaks and the sounds of the house. So when I hear something that's not a sound of the house, ruh-oh, Shaggy. Because as a man, we are trained to protect the house. So therefore, these are some things like, you know, me walking the house at night, you know, checking the doors, so on and so forth, perimeter checks, whatever the case may be. This is part of making sure that my household is secure. Some of the measures that we go through, you know, to make sure the household is secure. One of that comes with being able to know the sounds of your house. I mean, that's CIA training too, but okay. So what?
Right.
But that's listen, I'm gonna know, you know, if I know the sounds of the Serengeti, I know the sounds of my household, you know.
Okay. You dream a lot? That's a personal question. You ain't got to answer it, but
do I dream a lot? Yes, I have the ability to dream with my eyes open. So even now that we are speaking, I am dreaming a better dream.
Okay.
Because even though I live in this physical world, I still also live in a world within inside myself that is my own universe where my spirit soars. So even though I know that I have to have some type of level of carnal mindedness, I still have the ability to pray within inside myself at all times, think within inside myself at all times, without allowing it to disrupt or disturb my outside surroundings, I guess, if you say.
Right.
The physical world.
That's dope. That's cool. I want to work on that.
I mean, it's a task because, you know, you also have to accept the fact that you can drop kick and clothesline people inside your mind too. So I try to drop kick and clothesline people as less as I used to. I mean, I used to just drop kick and clothesline people left and right, you know what I mean? But I stopped because I had to realize, you know, it's not good to just keep on drop kicking and clotheslining people in your mind. So I had to stop, and then I had to find different ways. But you know, for a while, you could just beat people up in your mind. You know what I mean? It's your mind. You can do what you want. You know, you just have to have the proper restraint and never allow those things to come forth in the reality. You know, this is where your transfer takes place. This is how you take in negative energy and transfer into positive, right? These different variations. I gotta go move this car real quick. Hold on, where are my keys at?
The party's going on in the Discord. You can never be bored in the Discord. When we're not here, we're over there, socializing and sharing. So I better see you in the Discord. We got music, we got art. Love is love, sets us apart. It's a virtual town, so inviting. You know they want you around, it's exciting. Oh, the party's going on in the Discord. Ooh, you can never be bored in the Discord. When we're not here, we're over there, socializing and sharing. So I better see you in the Discord. Story time, movie night, we get messy and watch the fights. It's a virtual town and it's glowing. Very busy with the love we've been showing. Oh, the party's going on in the Discord. Ooh, you can never be bored in the Discord. When we're not here, we're over there, socializing and sharing. So I better see you in the Discord.
Sorry about that. The sound went out. Yeah, it's just you. I can't hear you.
It's back now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, different variations of things is taking place right now in the Aquarius sky, and you got to pay attention to it. You got to look at the people, right? If you look at the people, you're going to be fooled, right? And when you look at the people, you got to see the energies that are running that person. I use the term energies. Back in the day, they used the word 72 demons of the soul of man, or entities. Or if you go into the Jewish book, they use the word cherubs and cherubs, right? I think these cherubs were in the lower waters, and then the cherubs was in the higher waters of the body. When the Jewish book tells you about the separations of the water, it's talking about the separations of the water inside the vessels of mankind. Okay, let's just go back real quick. I want to go back because I might be speaking too fast because I think too fast, right? But let's go back to the beginning of the Bible when they created earth, right? And it said God gathered all of the waters together, and then he put the land around the water to keep it in, right? Now, we all know that there's no place on earth that keeps water in. In fact, we're 76% water. We only explore 5 to 10% of our oceans and seas. That means there's over 65% of this planet that we did not explore and know nothing about. So that can't be the water that God is talking about gathering, right? And the land that he put around that water to keep it in can't be actual land, because we have no place that keeps water in except lakes or man-made ponds, right? The real reality of this world is the waters that he's talking about is the waters that's inside the body, right? So therefore, he put the land, which is your body, around the water, and then he put a dome on it. Ain't a big head called a dome to keep the water in. This is what it says in the Bible. This is what it says in the book, that he gathered the water, and then he put the land around the water, and then he put a dome on it to keep the water in. Think about that. And nobody read that properly. Nobody seen what that was saying. Nobody actually read what that was. Okay, let's go to the book of Revelations. The book of Revelations, Revelation 17, 1 through 7 tells you about Mystery Babylon, but somewhere book of Revelation 17, 1 or 17 verse 15 tells you that the waters was the people, the language, the multitudes, and the nations. Now let's apply that to the beginning of the book. If the beginning of the book tells you that the waters were separated or divided, and you apply what was given in Revelations to the beginning of the book, that means Moses separated the people, the multitude, the languages, and the nations. Right? If you apply what was said in the book of Revelations and you apply it to the beginning of the book, that means the water that God was creating was mankind. So when God gathered these waters, and you can see the Jewish book tells you the same thing. It said that in the lower waters was cherubs, and in the higher waters were cherubs. And then if you look up what a cherub or a cherub is nothing more than attributes or characteristic traits. So every book was telling us about the making of us, and we still got lost. Make it make sense. Huh? Is that too much? Is that
no?
Did I say did we drop? That was a big one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just saying it's about time we start allowing intellectual beings to get, the recognition that they deserve. These people did everything in their power to tear down knowledge. They never spoke about none of the jewels that was being dropped over here. Why out of everything that they said that we did over here, you never heard them say, at least he be teaching them shit. Have,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever heard them pick up one jewel because they saving the jewels for their self? They're saving all the knowledge and stuff for their self so they can use it and make it seem like they're knowledgeable. Remember 3 months ago, Wolf Coochie, as soon as he said something about the zodiac signs, he said, "Oh, now you got me sounding like Ralph." So they know the shit that I talk about over here: moon, stars, quasars, chakra systems, crystals, so on and so forth. They know that it's affecting the world. That's why, Cultivate what Kai said. He must be putting a spell on them with crystals and stuff. Let me get some of that crystal magic. Tara sent me a message, said that what'd she say? She said, I studied with African priestess for a year and I know some shit and I'm gonna voodoo you. And I was like, what the fuck? What's wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Yeah, Deuteronomies. Hey, y'all don't want to do the Bible. Like, I will break the Bible down metaphysically, and I will literally, we could do Bible studies on Wednesdays, and I promise you, you'll be astonished about how well I know that book. I promise you, you'll be astonished about how well I know that book. All right, good night. You sleep well. If Big Worm go live, you better be there.
Big Worm.
Yeah.
Who Big Worm?
Who Big Worm?
Mm.
Danny Robinson Big Worm right now. Because she wasn't playing with Maggie when she said, you know what I'm saying, don't use my content. She wasn't playing. She says you had a pew pew when you seen it. Name one person that play like that. You're like, you better
Hold
have
on.
my money at
Let
10
me look.
o'clock,
It's the
not
22.
10:05. She
Sorry.
said, playing with my content is like playing with my emotions. Huh? That's what Danny said. Playing with my content is like playing with my emotions, Smokey. You ain't applying yourself right, Smokey. Maggie's so mad. She going back digging through old content, trying to find out who used her content, who did it, who can I take something out on. That's why I stopped using Maggie content a long time ago. When she struck me for exposing the fact that she had that 86.2K page, I stopped using her content.
Mm.
I said, oh yeah, she don't play fair.
No, she don't.
She got mad that I exposed that 86.2 cage and then struck me and then realized the mistake she made when she struck me because she went on her page and she was like, yeah, I struck him and he's back on the next day. So she expected my page to go down when she struck me. You know what I mean? She's looking for copyright strikes that she could put on Danny. I think she found at least two things that she can put on Danny yesterday, I think. So she did find like some stuff that Danny missed and she did strike it. So I'm pretty sure she did strike Danny's page.
That striking is so whack to me. I mean, like, I get when people are doing it in defense, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody has done it to you. So you're like, yo, you want to strike me? I'll strike you back. I get it. It's just like,
But she
for what?
asked for it though.
Huh?
It's not like she said, don't strike my page because this is how I make my money. It's not like she said that, you
Right.
know. She didn't say,
Yeah.
don't strike my page because this is how I make my money. I'm taking care of my family like this. She said, I wish Danny would strike my page. She knows not to go against me. I will tear her apart. That's what she said.
Yeah. That's what it really be. Like, don't challenge me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't take, they don't take that lightly. And she
Hey, I
she
know,
squared
I
me
know
so
we
hard.
in this gladiator school. If you don't expect somebody to stand up to the challenge, then don't challenge nobody. If you don't want, that's what I'm saying. Somebody who never been in a fight before in their whole life out here picking fights. Make that make sense.
Right.
She ain't never been in a fight before. Never
You
had an
think she ever been in a fight?
altercation. Huh?
You think she ever been in a fight?
She never been in a fight. She said it herself. She said she never been in a fight before.
Mm. Okay, well that's it. That says a lot. Mm.
She been
She
in the
just
same
fights here
house
on
for
the internet.
34 years. She was the same bed she sleep on is the same bed she was born on.
Not born on Ralph.
Yeah. It started off as her mama and daddy's bed. It was the first bed that they brought in from the Congos before they came from France and moved to Germany.
So conceived, then born, and then now it's yours.
Yes, because they had to use that bed to get over here in traveling times before the times of the floods and stuff. And it started off as a hay bed, but they remade it because her granny is a bed maker. And also they have people who make all types of stuff. And they made that bed. That bed has been in the family longer than she's been in the family. Yeah, she'll go before that bed goes. You get what I'm saying?
Eesh.
That is my mommy's grandmommy's grandpapa's bed.
It's a family
And
heirloom.
she be lying about the history of everything in her house, everything that yes, this is my family's home. We spent 7 generations in this home, and you cannot take it from us because this land, it belongs to my forefathers' fathers, and we have come over here to unite French and Canada. Like, shut up. Get your ass out of here with these lies. We is done with this shit. We want to see you running through the city with your woes. That's what we want to see you doing. Huh? Show us your friends. Where's your Canadian friends at? Do you have any? You got that big ass house and never thought about throwing a party. That's how you know you lonely. You Akon. You Akon without Young Jeezy. For real. She's just lonely. I have nobody to call my own. Over there crying and shit. She's talking about love me now. Just a minute ago, your ass was Justin Bieber. I know you love me. I know you care. And you will never, ever, ever, ever. And now your ass sitting over there talking about something. Why? Why? Fuck that. We are so tired of you. We need
I
a
heard
break from
Justin
you.
Bieber is that baby, 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 oh.
That you always be mine. That's
Oh
what I'm saying.
God.
She know dang on well, man, she should have gave us a break. We don't need you going live 4 times a day. We want to see you just once in the morning. That's it. We do not need you trying to overflow the frequencies with owls. And these people don't even they listen. They only subscribe to you because you cater to the dumb shit that they like catered to. Let's be honest about that. Okay? You cater to the dumb shit that they like you to cater to. All the weird dumb shit that they want you to cater to, you cater to it. And that's why they like you. That's why they in the chat, because they know you're gonna read the dumb shit. They know you're not gonna overlook it. That's why they able to play stuff in the chat like, Maggie, he said this, and then you run with it. Right? You
Especially
need
if
to
it
just
come with a
bring,
super.
you need to just go ahead and bring Murphy back, because we know that's what you building up to bring Murphy back. Just go ahead, paint a story around him. Just say that, he went and got help, and he, just checked out of a 48-hour treatment place, and
He's
he's on
reformed
his
now.
proper medicines, and he's doing a lot better, and he's no longer on drugs and all of that stuff. And then just be with Murphy, man. Just be with Murphy. You ain't never gonna find nobody that's gonna love you quite like him loves you. Let's just let him put them teethuses on you. Huh? My mama named me Rufus.
Oh my.
Nah, I'm just saying, just go ahead. Just go ahead.
You think they
She
like
got
pen
that.
pals or whatnot? Like, or
Huh?
you think they really be in the same area? You think they pen
Oh
pals?
no, nah, they never been in the same area. They 5th grade pen pals.
The relationship so deep, but they ain't
Nah,
never
they
been.
relationship ain't deep. They ain't never meet each other. They ain't never meet each other. Murphy was playing a character role. All them times that she was like, all them times that Murphy sat up there and was like, "Oh, I'm so glad that I met my black beauty." Da 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 da. That was all fake. They never met in real life. They only had phone call conversations. They never met in real life. All of that stuff was fake. Her introducing Murph as her fiance, all them times, all of that shit was fake. All of that shit.
Right.
Him sitting there, Jaguar sitting there, making it seem like Murphy was a part of Black excellence and all of that shit. All of that shit was fake. Murphy is in the background right now, still working with her. They still talk to each other on the phone. Nobody as lonely as Maggie cuts off the only person that talks to her.
They were saying that he been MIA and missing, but I don't know if he missing to her or he just missing to the public, um, or anybody else who's trying to reach him.
He is not MIA or missing. I hope they lock his ass up for all of that fraudulent stuff he was doing with those you know, accounts and stuff, but he is not missing. She know exactly where Murphy at. They talk to each other all the time. He probably got a ticket to Canada.
Did you see when she got so mad the other day about that? Like when she started to find out that he was in contact with other people, like even from jump. You saw that one?
She wants somebody to love her. She just don't know how to she don't know how to love.
She said, "It's doing this to piss me off. Fine, I'll call you. Fine. If this is what you want, I'll call you." Like, I want block you.
Exactly. Think about that.
Then she said to you the other night, "If this is how you feel, it's over between us." I'm like,
I don't know how she broke up with me.
"Girl, how you? All right, child. You breaking up with him? Okay."
The not broke up with me too. I don't know how these people get in these. I ain't never start no relationship with them for them to keep breaking up with me online like this. I promise you. The not broke up with me online. She broke up with me online. I don't know what the hell going on.
Oh, man. That just go to show though, like it's some type of reality or like it's something that she be making up in her head. Like she's a good storyteller.
Her
She
life
convinces
is not real.
herself that like, yeah.
She made it all up. She made it all up. Everything she made up. You know, her aunt is a counterfeit GD maker, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? She made
I
everything
think she
up.
said was it like fake nursing degrees or something she was giving to people?
Diplomas.
Diplomas.
Yeah. Kind of like the one that Murphy had.
Exactly. And it's
You
like,
know?
yo, that's never okay. But you got people out here getting fake diplomas and fake psychology, you know what I'm saying, treatments. That's real serious. Like something like that's
Man,
nasty.
listen. She had StreamYard already on her 86 2K page because Pam helped her get it. Right? Now think about this. I want y'all to think about the history of Maggie, right? She was a follower of Pam. Her and Lady Letitia followed that one girl, Paula. I'm sorry, Paula. She used to be a part of the Atwoods network. Paula got kicked off when Jaguar came into the picture. Jaguar exposed Paula, right? Paula got kicked off. Sean Atwood started kicking it with Jaguar, right? Now, if Maggie's a fan of Paula's, right, then this could be some sort of attack back at her for Paula, you know what I'm saying, getting kicked off of the show. If you really want to go back that far, right? Because Maggie was on her other page. Who was helping Maggie get the page and who was helping Maggie get StreamYard and everything on her 86.2K page? Paula. Right? And now you see the fallout that's happening with Ron because Ron saying that he chose Jaguar and so on and so forth. Ironic. All of this actually leads back to Atwoods and his band of thieves. This is what happens. You can't put that many gritty people in the same room and expect them to continue being happy with the table as the table starts getting smaller. No, they starting to look at everybody else's plate.
That's true.
When food stopped coming to the table, they start to look at everybody else's plate. Why you still got so much saved up? Because I wasn't spending mine foolishly like yours, like you. No, let me get some of that. That ain't you. You ain't teach us how to do that. You ain't teach us how to say. That's what they looking at right now. Atwood's ready to cut ties with everybody. Why? Because he got to save face. He knows some more dirt about to come out on him. Shit done hit the fan over there for real, for real. If we being honest, shit done hit the fan. Everything stacked up against him. He's got some stuff going on with lawyers and stuff like that. He can't be tied to the certain stuff that's going on the platforms and stuff because it's already going to look bad for what he do got going on, right? He was creating a network of people that was using other people. This is why he had that girl at the house feeding her drugs, telling her, I'm teaching you to take advantage of other people, not me. Why y'all act like y'all don't remember that? You really want to talk about it? Because I got the mind, I got the brain of an elephant. I don't forget.
Can you catch me up? I hate to take y'all back, but I don't recall that stuff. I don't remember none of that. But you ain't got to talk about it. It's okay. I know y'all know, so it's okay. But no, I don't remember that, or I missed it.
My fault. You said catch you up? Catch you up on what?
No, what you was just saying about that last part. I don't
That
remember.
was Shane.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
they all started this by creating this. Okay, so Atwood's network's been around for a long time. They create controversy. So what Shane does as his back end, he creates controversy, whereas though he send emails out for people, so on and so forth, create different narratives of topics, and also pick the people that they're going to use to get to falsely put out information, such as Rockefeller, right?
Okay.
And they put out these false narratives in order to grift and get money online by playing cohortings of the heart, or whatever the case may be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're looking at these different narratives, topics, or so on, they created a chaos. They created they created this chaos. They thought that they can control the chaos that they were creating,
Mm-hmm.
right? Jaguar comes along, and Jaguar is a opportunist, because when Jaguar seen the network that Atwoods has, she figured she can mimic that network, right? Which is
Mm-hmm.
creating chaos and so on and so forth and getting money out of it. That's why you started seeing false narratives, false witnesses pop up, so on and so forth. And that's why Big Homie CC was going to go on this whole spiritual thing that where he was going to go capture ghosts or whatever they had lined up for him to do. And they were creating these different narratives in order to create that image of what is, right? All right, see you in the Discord. So that was part of it, right? Yeah, this is live, AT2. So that was part of it, right? And then when you're looking at how it is, these are small branches of networks that are creating controversy and chaos for currency, right? And this
Uh-huh.
is actually illegal to do, because what they're doing is they're grifting money, creating false narratives around people that
Mm-hmm.
are of topic in order to get money from people, right? So all of it is being looked at and investigated, and they know that they're under investigation. They know they platforms are under investigation. That's why he can't keep on doing that stuff with Beverly anymore over there, because that's a form of grifting. You're lying to people, doing fake readings, so on and so forth. You can't sit there with Lil Yum Yum no more with his fake I'm a magician stuff and looking up pedos, because that's gonna when they what do you think they're gonna find on little Yum Yum's computer if he's looking up pedos in his closet? Talking about I'm trying to find out where all of they at and I'm looking them up. If you're the person looking at the child corn to find them, then you're the person that you need to find. You're the person looking at it. We said all of this already.
Wow, yeah, yeah, that's true.
He looking up Pizzagate, he looking up all of this stuff. What you think is on his computer?
Especially if you're not submitting it to any authorities.
You ain't submitting it to no authorities. You ain't taking it to the proper people, whatever the case may be. That means you enjoying that shit. That means that's something that you're doing. You know what I mean? If Atwood's lawyers is saying anything, Atwood's lawyers is saying get the hell away from everything that could be of a corruption or anything like that. You got big court cases coming up. You can't be tied to nothing. That's what a smart lawyer going to tell him.
Right.
So he has to cut these ties. He has to stop messing with these people. He can no longer keep these people's secrets.
Excellent point. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's the reality of it. That's the notion of it.
So of course they're gonna use the fallout for content because it's like they got a paddle now. Cause they've been thrown off the boat. Yeah, so they I get it. I ain't really know too much about them over there, the Atwoods and stuff like that. Just when like the Jaguar introduced us to Maggie and Maggie was connected to them, and then I went over there and watched a little bit of their stuff, but I ain't really care for the content, so I ain't watched them like that.
Well, it's gonna get ugly because, like I say, them getting rid of Ron only brings back up the whole him calling Ronnie Slow the N-word back in November, and then all of that stuff that transpired around that. So we could see a reenactment of Jaguar and Atwoods and Ronnie piecing things up and apologizing and whatever the case may be. We could see some form of that taking place.
You think it's gonna get ugly?
I wouldn't say ugly because like I say, you would really have to look at you would really have to actually look at what is, you know what I mean? That's what you have to look at. And this is just another scenario that they can spin around each other in order to get numbers and views and so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The energy I was picking up from like Ron, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You say what?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. The energy you was picking up from Ron.
I was saying like the energy that I was picking up from Ron, and like we know how things go now. So it could be show, of course, it could be of course, it's probably for clicks and likes and views, and to substantiate income and so on and so forth. But I do feel like there's some individuals like when they are iced out or when they're crossed, they can be real lethal. And the fact that he was literally saying like, yo, like I've been rocking with you for like 7 years. I just feel like he know where a lot of the bodies is buried. Excuse me, respectfully. But you know what I'm saying? Like he know a lot of information in T. And I just feel like if he get too far into his feelings, it ain't no telling what he may expose or what he may try to put out there to get even. And it definitely seems like he definitely has a temper. So that's what I'm saying.
That is true. That is true. That is true, but he's going to base it off of how Atwoods responds, right? So he's going to say like, if you say anything about, if you combat anything that I'm saying, then I'll reveal the text messages, right? And then it's like, then when he do reveal the text messages, it's going to be like, and if you say anything else, I got some voice recordings that I'll start playing. Da, 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 da. So it's to drag out the drama,
right?
Because if it's up to me, if it's up to somebody else, think about it. I'm going to say what I'm about to say about it. I'm about to show y'all these messages, give y'all these receipts, and that's it, right? I'm not going to do the whole. That's like when you go to a job, right? what do you get first? You get a verbal warning first, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then after you get that verbal warning, then what comes after that? A written warning,
And warning. Mm-hmm.
right? And then
You
after
can
that
tell,
written warning, you get what I'm saying?
you can tell we was in trouble in the workplace.
Yeah, like how are you still going through the same rules and the same structure that was given to us way back in school, and you still see this in your adult life where people are like, now this is your verbal warning. Next, I'm going to show the receipt. What?
Yeah.
Just so if you really want to be done with it, you really trying to expose it, just show us the receipts already. No, takes away from the tension and the buildup of it. You
Yeah.
playing games. You playing games.
Yeah. A lot. I mean, we've been groomed like not respectfully. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, even in school, like that's literally where it started with a lot of these patterns and and rhythmic behaviors that we have when it comes to that, like, oh, first warning, second warning, so on and so forth. Then you out. 3 strikes, you're out. You know what I'm saying? Like even the YouTube guidelines operate that way. But yeah, I can see how, these individuals, it's probably gonna be drug out for like, yeah, content and all of
And
that.
then it's like, okay, so you have a personal relationship with this person, you have a business relationship with this person. You should not let the two mingle.
Mm-hmm.
And however you look at this, I'm pretty sure, if it was a big bank take little bank situation, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of lawyers that's probably wrapped around this. So, he's going to have to be very cautious of what he does say about him, about what he does expose. Um, like they
Mm-hmm.
say, you have watched Atwoods literally get people's pages gone, according to what Jaguar say.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's been numerous times Jaguar has sick Atwoods on people where he's like, Atwood's gonna strike your page and so on and so forth. So
Do you
there's no
think?
there. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I'm sorry. No, you go. Okay, I go. I was just gonna ask. Excuse me. Due to, like, like I'm saying, the size of their channel, and clearly it seems they try to run that channel. That's definitely like in a business way. Do you feel as though the individuals that have partnered with the Atwood brand, do you believe that they've signed like any NDAs or anything like that?
I think once your platform gets to a certain level,
Mm-hmm.
I think NDAs are definitely a must. A lot of these people had meet and greets, had parties and stuff like that, gatherings and stuff like that. Mods and stuff had to go through certain variations of measures. Look at Jaguar. Just to become a mod, you had to go and sit at a spiritual class or something like that. You had to do all of these extra things, and that was just to try to be a mod. It wasn't even a guarantee you was gonna get it,
Mm.
and you look at these celebrities. um Remember, one thing for sure, two things for certain, Jaguar was lying to people at one point, telling them that they can come in as a personal assistant, in which case they started paying the bill for hotel rooms, so on and so forth, thinking that they about to be her personal assistant, and they're doing it, you know um without pay, because they're looking at it as like entrepreneurship or whatever it's
Internship.
called, internship, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're coming in, trying to be her assistant, and then after she get whatever she can get out of them, then she, what I'm saying, kick them to the side.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well,
And the Knot started doing the same thing. And, you meeting these people, you playing with their minds and stuff like that. You got, She Paint out there playing a renowned supporter for people for him to beef with and stuff like that, and Target. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of crazy mayhem going on like that. And if that's the case, then who's to say? Like, look at Maggie and Murph. Maggie and Murph, was that a real thing? Was it fake? She said she's been single for 3 years and nobody touched the kitty kitty.
That's a business.
You say
But yeah,
what?
like yeah. I don't, I can't even
You need
call
to
it.
definitely
I
put
just
that
seen
over
the way
the
she
couch.
got very
That's what I'm
upset,
saying.
and I just feel like I've just never seen nobody get upset like that over nobody that I guess they either didn't really have like a desire to be with or had some type of like I don't know, like maybe they was whispering sweet nothings to each other on the phone or writing each other long letters and poems. I don't know, but she really went off over that one individual. You could see her whole demeanor change, and I was just like, that definitely like struck a nerve. So I don't know.
I don't like I say, I think she was on some high school,
Hmm.
don't mess with my man, the boy is mine, Brandy and Monica type shit. You know what I'm saying? That was she was trying
Yeah.
to put y'all in. She was trying to put y'all in a light skin first, dark skin. The boy is mine, Brandy and Monica. She wanted you on one side of the wall and her on the other side of the wall talking about something. You need to give it up. Had about enough. It's not hard to see. You know what I mean? That's the type.
Yeah.
That's the type of time she was on. She was
And
coming
she was
like
giving
Brandy, and you was
that.
supposed to be Monica.
Yeah.
Weird stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And now she mad because she's still Brandy. She just not, you know what I'm saying, Moesha. Now she sitting up in my room, stuck on thinking about you. I must confess, I'm a mess because of you. I had no one concern. My one concern is you. Till my day comes. Here's what I'm gonna do. Sitting up in my room. She is over there going through it. She is going through it. That is so sad. Everybody take a moment and feel sorry for Maggie. Psych, moment's gone. Uh, you tricked us one too many times. We let you go on a whole apology tour, thinking that you was about to change and be better. Nah, you fooled us one time. You ain't about to fool us again, Maddie. Nope.
Right.
Yeah. Nope. Yo,
As you said,
sorry.
almost doesn't count. Okay. She was upset about that.
Yeah.
Oh man. We
Yeah.
shall see.
Now she's sitting there like you know, baby face.
You
Talking
said baby
about.
face.
Yeah, she's sitting there like one of them old. Last night I saw you standing, and I started pretending.
That I knew you and you knew me too. Yeah,
She trying
okay.
to get that page
All
back. She better learn some shit. If she gonna go approach Danny, she better learn some shit. She gonna have to learn a poem or something. Yeah. Tell her to Danny better give us some crazy shit to do. Like you better know the whole Alicia Keys album. Nah, tell her she better know the whole Lauryn Hill album. When she was with the Fuji, she better sing the whole thing on your live. Fuji la la. It's the way that we rock when we doing our thing. Hey Danny, make her ass sing the Fugees, Danny, to get her paid. If she wants
right.
you to tell her for every Fuji song she sang, you'll take 2 strikes away. She better know at least 4 to 3 Fuji songs. Tell her she better. Hmm?
With each
Someone
strike, she
please
gotta sing
call
a whole song.
911. That don't count. You better know Fugees, huh? Refugees and Fugees coming through. The Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock Rasta. Make her sing Mr. Cheeks. The ghetto laws is the laws that we live by. Day by day, I wonder why my shorty had to die. I reminisce upon a ghetto princess every day. Give it up to my shorty. That's terrible. She got to recite something from Juice.
Juice.
Yeah. Ask her if she know Bishop.
Who is Bishop?
Yeah, she got to go on a tour. Mm.
Oh my goodness.
Who said the phrase, "What do you know? You don't even keep your nails clean"?
That'll be fun.
It
That'll
was
be
Janet
fun. That's
Jackson in
actually a
Poetic
cool.
Justice. You say what?
I said that's fun. That's a cool idea.
She would fail. She would fail everything. Who said Anamio Renge Cure? Who said that? every last one of y'all know who said that shit. You know, like, been lighting candles and whispering that shit in the closet since that movie came out. Sitting around whispering that shit to each other. I'm, Renge Cure. Don't say it again. If a high hill fly this way, everybody fighting.
I'll take 90s R&B music for 200.
Right. What is Mac Data make you? What will Mac Daddy make it? Mac Daddy make it jump, jump. A Daddy Mac can make it jump, jump. Uh-huh. The answer is, what is crisscross? Mm-mm-mm.
That's dope. That's cute. That's a concept. That's a concept. Mm-mm-mm. Well, thank you, Ralph, for joining me to the panel to spend some time with y'all over here in the Atlas family. I'll go ahead and drop down and let you finish off your live.
All right, we're gonna close out and just play some music and go about our business.
I'll listen. I'll be bopping. Y'all have a lovely day. Love is love. I'm glad to see, there's some good movements happening as well. So we'll
Uh,
focus on that.
you have
All
a
right,
great.
y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.
All right, appreciate you for coming up. All of a sudden, we all supposed to feel bad for Maggie. Feel bad for Maggie. We ain't about to have no motherfucking. This is not Napoleon Dynamite. We is not about to have no vote for Pedro campaign. Hell no. Vote for Pedro. Vote for Pedro. Maggie up there, mad as hell. Gosh, I gotta get your nunchucks out my locker. I can't fit my books in there. I gotta go home and get my chapstick. It's a Napoleon Dynamite ass out of here. And Maggie crying right now, probably. You know her pay. Is she been live yet? If Maggie ain't go live yet, she probably ain't gonna go live because she gonna make it seem like she taking care of her mamas, right? Maggie gonna make it seem like she probably busy taking care of her mom or something like that. She might take a day off or something like that. This Danny beef is one for this is not one that she can, she ain't about to walk away from this one. Um, you know, unscathed, if you would say. So she probably ain't gonna be live today. She probably ain't gonna be live today. And if it came back that everything was in Danny's favor, then her page is probably gone. Did anybody reach out and see, is her page gone? Did anybody look her up and see if her page still there? Just type it in. See if she not the page is still there. It still exists, guys.
Oh my God, Rob.
Oh no, she live right now. Sean Atwood betrays Ron for Jaguar. Oh, she's live right now. Yeah, she didn't lose her page. Dang it. Dang it, she's still lurking. Shut freak Burge. How? How? This stuff usually it works faster than that. I know they hit my page. You know what I'm saying? I know this shit worked faster than that. Why the hell is the process taking so long for her? Huh? She over there kicking and swinging to keep that page. Swim, Maggie, swim. Swim, Maggie, swim. We got to call her Dory from now on. She's Dory. She try to act like she don't remember the shit she did. Talking about B2 Wallaby Way Sydney. B2 Wallaby Way Sydney. Nah, fuck that. You remember the shit you did. B2 Wallaby Way Sydney. Out here speaking turtle and acting like you don't know you speaking turtle. B2 Wallaby Way Sydney. I didn't know you speak turtle. I didn't know I speak turtle either. Get your Dory ass on. Get your ass out of here, Dory. B2 Wallaby Way Sydney. B2 Wallaby Way Sydney. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Are you live? Did you come in as a host or just a guest? Oh, why didn't you come in as a host so that way you could have been getting credit on your page?
I don't know how to come in as a host or just as guest.
I know, but you have to go live on your page at the same time that I'm live on my page and then hit the host button and then come in as a host. So that way we can either battle or
Okay.
yeah, so next time we sit here, make sure you go live as a host. I'll go live as a host, and then we'll either battle or sit here and talk.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go play the game after I, finish this live. Hey, we are live on TikTok too. For anybody on YouTube that want to go support the TikTok page, we do play the game over there. We have come to the realization that we have a multitude of pages, so we might as well just do a multitude of things on different pages. We are going to start. I'm going to start giving one of the pages out to the Discord so you guys can go live periodically on TikTok. So that's what we're doing with one of the pages. One of the pages, I will leave the well, when you contact me on Discord, I will give you the name and the password to get into the page. And then when you're done with the page, you pass it to the next person. Does that make sense? Or you let me know when you're done with the page, and then I pass it to the next person. So I want to make sure the page don't get stolen, right? Some of y'all might go in there, try to change the email, change the phone number, and act like y'all one up somebody. But that's why we do the two thing security stuff. You know what I mean? So that way, as soon as you go try to change the password or the email, it alerts my phone that you're trying to do some fuckery, right? So yeah. So we want to provide that for you guys too, to be able to practice going live. Is going live on TikTok and stuff like that. So we're gonna bring that to the table with one of the TikTok pages and or possibly one of the YouTube pages, because we got 3 YouTube pages as well as the 5 TikTok pages, and we are also on Twitch. Yeah, we don't subscribe to the fuckery. We just don't subscribe to it. We know that y'all come with a lot of fuckery. And listen, this is not about us, because everybody come with 50 shades of bullshit, right? But if you're honest with us about your 50 shades of bullshit, we got no choice but to accept you for the honesty. We really live by that policy that says that you shouldn't be able to get in trouble for the truth. If you're telling us the truth, you shouldn't be able to get in trouble for the truth. A lot of households might have told you, just tell the truth and you ain't going to get in trouble for it. And then you got in trouble for it. And that's why a lot of y'all are scared to tell the truth right now, because somebody messed up your mind and told you that you wasn't going to get in trouble for the truth. And then you got in trouble for the truth. So now you just used to not telling the truth. You get what I'm saying? Love is love. Love is love. Shout out to the Atlas family. We always come through. We always, we always get seen in the light that we're supposed to get seen in, because we're standing in the light. We're not afraid for people to see us how we are, right? Yes, we meet people where they're at, but we allow people to see us how we are. Yeah, she's live right now. She's live right now. So because she's in our Discord, she's watching us constantly, trying to go live at the times we going live, so that way to take numbers away, whatever whatever she thinks she's doing. I'm glad she's doing it. Once I start doing more videos on TikTok and getting all of the people over here from TikTok, I got over 86,000 people on TikTok between 5 pages. I just got to get them to download YouTube or get over here. You know what I mean? It'll take some time, but eventually our numbers will be good. She can't help it. She's gonna keep on running the name. She's gonna keep on doing that. Maggie scary as hell right now. It's easy to punk Maggie right now. Now that you know what she really cares about, which is that page. Or Maggie, watch this. Watch me punk her real quick. Watch me punk her. Yeah, we talking trap about you, Maggie. And you better not use my content. We over here saying what we want to say about you. And you better not use my content. You know you already got 7 strikes. What's up? Yeah, see that? I just punked her. You see that? I just punked her. Yeah, we did that. We did that. We did that. Hey, yo, we did that. Yeah, we did that. You better not say nothing. You better not say nothing. You already got enough strikes against you. You don't want no problems with us. You don't want no problems with us. Cleo style. And what's up? You know what I'm saying? Cleo style. Yeah, I just doxed her. And what's up? And what? Call me now. Why you can't call Cleo when you need her the most? Call me now. I'm going to the Discord. Okay, I'm going to the Discord. Hey, I love y'all. If y'all haven't heard that, y'all. Oh man, she got Cleo. Cleo's nowhere to be found. Cleo don't want no problems with this shit. Cleo's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. Yo, where is Cleo at? Cleo is usually always around. Hey, if nobody told y'all that they love y'all, let me be the first but not the last to tell you that I love you. All right. One's image of oneself should be greater than reality. Do not be afraid to be yourself. Do not be afraid to a lot of people are not going to like you in this world. But remember, you wasn't put here for a lot of people to like you, right? You were put here to find yourself. You were put here to design yourself, So build the persona that you would like to build. Build the persona that you would like to build. Grow into the person that you would like to be. And the right people will gravitate around that. And, Oh, which one? This one? Hey, replay game. Shout out to replay game. Replay game. And everybody go back and comment on this video. Put at least a 5-word comment on this video, right? So everybody go back and comment. Everybody go back and replay game gonna do what they do, but you get the comments up, and that's how you build the algorithm over here. We got to get the shares out, the comments up. Make sure you go comment. Make sure you go share the live. Do whatever it is that we need to do. Let's build. Let's grow. All right, I'm about to switch it to the game.
Seems you got problems every day. Always got trouble coming your way. If you gon' dish it out, then take it. If you gon' wish it out, just face it and don't don't be mad to hear me say, because you mad, you mad, you mad, you mad cause they love me. I said you mad, you mad, you mad, you mad cause they love me. They wanna vibe with love is love. 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 Always what's happened to you. How about them crazy things you do, you? If you gon' dish it, then eat it. Hungry ego and you feed it. Starve yourself of what is true. Because you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad cause they love me. I said you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad cause they love me. They wanna vibe with love is love. 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 Oh, oh, oh. They love me, they love me, they love me. Oh, oh, yeah. They love me, they love me, they love me. Oh, oh, because you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad cause they love me. I said you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad cause they love me.
Hey, I love y'all. Y'all already know I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all, right? Y'all know I love y'all. We winning. We winning. We winning.